What's up, Trinity people? And welcome to episode 6 of...
Episode 6.
Episode 6. After this will be episode 7 of Pastors in Perkatory. I'm Daniel.
I'm Brian.
And we're happy to drink some coffee with you today. It has been especially blowtorched. Yes, blowtorched. I have no idea what's in it. I do know it's not in my usual mug. I can see...
There's drippage.
And the scorch marks as well.
And now you're going to need napkins.
No, my hands will never be the same after this.
And it's very festive. There's like crushed candy canes in here.
I feel like we'll both be guessing the brew and guessing what was put into it
and it's bubbling. That's really it's okay. Very pepperminty.
But I think that's the peppermint. You can have fun with that at our expense. We're cool.
We need a napkin. This is crazy.
I have no idea. I mean, it just tastes like coffee, but then you just lumped in a bunch of peppermint and marshmallow and stuff like that. I'm saying that to Laura. She's
Is it marshmallow or is... I don't know what it is.
It has to be marshmallow. And whipped cream, maybe? I don't know. I think it has to be marshmallow. I don't think you'd have that consistency with whipped cream.
It was bitter. I don't know if that's because it's burned or what. And I don't think there's any chance of detecting the coffee in the middle of all
No,
this.
absolutely not.
Stuff is added to it.
Do you think we're gonna wear the drink on our faces for the duration of the episode?
That might be.
I'm feeling like that's where we're headed at the moment. Y'all off camera, Laura is looking so frustrated right now. You just need to know that.
All right, well, I'm almost giving up on coffee tasting because I can barely... It's in there, but it tastes...
I'm sure that this is marshmallows and candy cane. And somehow they've been blowtorched. Literally, I'm not kidding, literally blowtorched here.
So what's the coffee underneath of all this? Oh, well, that's why it's really hard to figure out what it is. It's Dorkhampton coffee, candy cane flavored coffee with candy canes in it. So, oh my goodness.
We were so right, we were wrong. You know, the whole it's so wrong, it's right. This is the opposite of that. It's wow.
Candy canes on candy canes on candy canes.
I was just not.
That's great.
We need to ascertain as well what else is in it, because it's not just candy canes.
Well,
there's some kind of marshmallow or whipped cream.
There is something added to it, but
we don't know exactly what. The same way we don't know exactly what we're going to find in the passage for this week until you tell us in a couple days.
Exactly.
Wow. That's the best segue I have ever had in my life.
So this week we are continuing in Isaiah as we at first Isaiah, if you want to be really nerdy and technical. And so this we're talking about the passage in chapter 9, I believe. 11. It's 11.
11:1 tonight.
It's 11.
Yeah.
There's the 9.
That's where the
11:1 to 9. And it is the peaceable kingdom image. It is the image of the lion and the lamb all lying down together. And so this is continuing with Ahaz, of course.
Well, so let me pull you over. Tell them about because we were just talking about this a minute ago. Tell them about what we were saying about kind of how this fits into the Old Testament.
That's good. That's a good point.
You can sort of think of it as I like kind of thinking of it as a narrative, but also with a series of kind of spin-offs and appendices.
There are,
you know.
Yeah. So Isaiah, of course, is operating during the reign of King Ahaz, at least in First Isaiah. And if you want to know more about Isaiah about Ahaz, then there's a couple places you can find that out. One is in 2 Kings. Chapter 16 is all dedicated entirely to Ahaz's reign, and it's also covered a little bit in 2 Chronicles. And so those historical documents in the Bible are where you can learn the nitty-gritty of all the decisions Ahaz has made. And so in the middle of all of those decisions comes Isaiah as the prophet.
So it's almost, so in some ways, and I was always taught to think of kind of, I don't think we ever said this explicitly, but the way it was taught, we kind of thought of Kings as primary over Chronicles, because Kings fits in with Genesis, or not with, with Genesis through to, they're conceived of as a single unit, and Isaiah is kind of This is almost an appendix. That's not really a good way to describe it. But
Well, it's a different lens.
it's like when you read American history, when you read an American history textbook, and then on the back end they have the Constitution and the text of the Declaration of Independence. Which is more important? They're not, right? You can't
Right.
make that decision.
But in the middle of that, you have a biography of somebody,
Sure.
right? And so that's what Isaiah is
Yeah.
is that word in the middle. And so this image of peace in the midst of Ahaz's bad decisions. The war is happening. It's scary. It's ugly. Things are destroyed. And here is this passage about hope and about this idea of peace that is a peace that's not even conceivable, with the lion and lamb and you know all these, you know, hand over the adder's den and all these things that would never happen in real life, that at least in the world we know is the image that Isaiah is giving. Where our world tends to think that peace is the retribution, and you know, we get peace by beating down the opponent. In this case, it is the absence of conflict whatsoever, which is awesome. And so that's what we're going to be talking about, and how that applies to our lives, and what that means on this coming Sunday.
So we'll have a lot of good things to talk about. I was going to say totally radical, but and that sounds derivative, but it kind of is a very radical, a very countercultural is probably the better word.
Yeah, very much so.
Vision of peace, and we get to get into that, and how it's created as well.
Right.
And we get to get into that on Sunday.
We do. Yeah. It's going to be great. So come see us Sunday morning at Trinity UMC, 903
Forest Avenue. We'll be here 9 and 11 a.m. And we have online as well. So
like, share, all those good things. Make a comment while you're at it. That helps us across all of our platforms and makes you look like you know what you're talking about, which is even better. So
it's good to sound aware. It's good to sound informed.
So come see us at Trinity, where the
coffee and the hearts are warm.